Correct that whip. Burr, 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 burr. Burr, 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 burr. Step on the brakes. Burr, 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 burr. Make your mama something. All right, hold on a second, my friends. Hold on, ladies and germs. Hold on. Correct that whip. Do 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 do. Get your baby boo. Do 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 do. Step on the brakes. Do 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 do. Break your mama's back. Now that is some serious freaking rocking right there. That's some serious rocking. Rocking in the free world. Hold on just a second, amigos. Hold on just a second. Hold on, because keep bite my lip right there. I could kill myself every time I try to hit the wall. It's taking this so long. What's going on there, guys? What's going on? Anybody here? Anybody here? Right there. Boom. Boom. There we go. All right. I'm trying to get my Michael, 401k Dexters, Chuck B, Brian Dish. What's up, everybody? What's up? It's nice today. It's starting to get cold again, but it was pretty nice. A pretty nice day. That's good. That's muy bueno, as we like to say in Espanol. Muy bueno. All right, all right. There we go. Joey Torres. DJT has done more for legal immigration in 1 week than another administration my whole life. Devo blows, by the way. Yeah, Devo does blow. Hello, good evening, said Joey Torres. What up, Joey? Bruce Jenner. Drewski, Minnesota. Horses are fed and dinner is cooking. Yeah, right on, man. Just got done eating some pork chops, bone-in pork chops, only way to go. Anyone who says otherwise simply does not know what they're talking about. Bone-in pork chops are the absolute way to go. Nothing fancy, just some salt and pepper with some olive oil. Very, very tasty. Very tasty. That's all you need, man. Trust me, you heard it here first. You heard it here first. Did I get that going here? Just got to make sure all my things are clicked here. There we go. I think we're good there. All right. All right. Step on the brakes. Are we good here or what? Break your mama's back. I don't even know why I got that song in my head. Devo. That's the only song I know by Devo. I just don't know anything else by him. They pretty much suck donkey balls. There we go. I just got to do this one other thing. All right, good. We are good to go. All right. So my daughter had emailed. All right. So who we got? Kids got me a Traeger for Christmas. Picked up a nice brisket today. Hey, Paul Francis, Dan in the house. Andrew, well, the markets seem to like a Donald J. Trump second term. Kirk says loving Trump and Josh always, yeah. A. Gates says greetings. Chuletas is a Spanish word for pork chops. Chuletas, all right. And even in Connecticut, they know that. Kind of crazy. Yeah, Trump's freaking crushing, dude. That's it's crazy what he's doing. Did you see when talking to he took it to Karen Bass or Bass, where the hell her name is yesterday? Dude, what a freaking moron. I mean, Democrats are literally just dumb people. Karen Bass, whatever Bass, I guess. She's like, we're going to keep making so people can build. And Trump's like, how long is it going to take? Well, we got to make sure there's no toxic stuff. And Trump's like, how long is it going to take, you freaking fool? She goes, well, 18 months. And Trump's like, no, you want the money? It's not 18 months. I was like, dude, Trump doesn't care. Not like the first term. Hey, thanks, Drewski. Great info about Social Security in the latest videos. Yeah, I appreciate that. Something I've been thinking about. Trump is just like freaking cold-hearted killer now. It is fantastic. He's like, I don't care. I'm not running for re-election. There's nothing you can do to me. You've already done anything you can do. By the time I get out here, I'll be 82. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? He's just, dude, he's like, I don't have to impress. I'm not here to get all these people. He knows that they all hate him. He knows that. Whereas before, I think he tried to get them to like almost like when Trump was in the USFL, he wanted to go with the 18 months to shovel charred debris. Exactly. It's freaking crazy. When Trump is in the USFL, when Trump was wanting to get in the NFL, and they turned him down. You know what I'm saying? So they bought his way into the USFL, and that turned out to be a bad move. I mean, USFL is doing well, but they weren't doing great. And I just think Trump said, I just want these guys to like me, you know what I'm saying? And as such, because then they'll invite me to their party. But for some reason, they don't like Trump. The powers that be, they don't like him. And I think Trump said, if I can be who I am, a charming guy, he's a good listener. I'm charming. You know what I'm saying? I'm funny. If I can be that way, these guys will like me. And then they'll let me into their party, essentially. You know what I'm saying? The uniparty in this case. And then they stabbed him in the back time and time again in 2016. I mean, they all did. I mean, the Republic, every single one of them, they stabbed him in the back. And then Trump said, all right, now I'm out of power for these last 4 years. He's probably sitting there seething, saying, if I get back in, I'm not going to press these guys. I don't care. I'm going to do what I got to do. Now, with that said, we got some, he's got some people in there I don't like and all that. But, I see people on X like, oh, I can't believe Trump has this guy, that guy. I said, dude, I tell you what, man, you win the presidency and you can choose who you want. If you think you're going to get every single freaking thing every way, then you're crazy. You're just not, man. You're just not going to get it. So, yeah, there's a couple things. I'm like, oh, that, who's a chick for he nominated some chick for a surgeon general. She seems like a clown. There's a couple other people. I'm like, but I mean, my goodness, dude. You know what I'm saying? The guy who's 90% right is 90% hell of a lot righter than Sniffy Joe or Heels Up Harris. Anyway, so Trump will pardon himself, his entire family, and his whole political allies. He has zero F's given at this point, 100%, man. I think it's fantastic. I love what's going on. The fact that the liberals are like, they don't even know. They're like, normally they could browbeat Republicans. Oh, they're racist. Normally they can say, oh my, and I get it. Freaking, Mitch McConnell, what a clown. What's her name up in Maine? She'll lose anyway. Murkowski's always been a clown. I get this. And there's going to be a couple other clowns we got to deal with on occasion. But the fact we got Hegseth in, dude, that's huge. I didn't think he would get in. I thought for sure there'd be 4. I didn't think McConnell would. I thought one of those guys in Oklahoma would vote against him, frankly. And there's another guy, too. I forgot who it was, but maybe Lindsey Graham, because Lindsey Graham is a veteran. And I just thought, but no, we got him in, man. And that was, the most controversial. So other than RFK Jr. And I think RFK Jr. has got a different skill set than Hegseth to be nominated or not nominated. Clear he's going hard in the paint, right on. Black Scorpion, 100%. Mexico will be punished for their overrun border. Yep. Bondi. I'm not a big fan of her. I completely agree. Yeah, it's Marie, do you see how he stumbled over there. He waddled. It was weird. Like, McConnell is so old and decrepit. He went over to shake the Democrats' hands. It's just as weird. I mean, it's just weird, man, how old these people are. It's crazy. Yeah, Bondi, I don't like her. Honestly, I don't like her. She's certainly better than Merrick Garland, but I just I don't know, man. I agree. It's like, you went from Matt Gaetz, and I didn't. That was a weird one to me. But to Bondi, I was like, yeah. But with that said, man, I mean, I'm not gonna like all the stuff, and I'm not gonna be. Look, my thing with Trump is I liked everything he did up till 2020, and then I hated 2020. I hated it with a passion. I hated it so much that I said I don't want him to run again. I want DeSantis to take over because DeSantis was better. Unequivocally, DeSantis was better in COVID. We got some people who are saying I was wrong. They're just wrong. DeSantis was better than Trump. Without my own governor, Brian Kemp, when it came to COVID, Brian Kemp was better. No two ways around it. And as such, I was like, dude, COVID was the biggest point for me. And I said, you cannot have what happened. Now, Trump is a federalist, so he's hands off, but he did promote Fauci. Now, he didn't promote him in terms of ranks, but he was put him out there every day. You know what I'm saying? And he did promote the vaccines. And I'm telling you, man, that's freaking pissed me off. And he got mad at Brian Kemp for opening up and all that stuff. And I was just like, dude, I can't support that. You know what I'm saying? I can't. What happened in 2020 was a clown show. Now, Trump was the executive of the country. DeSantis and Brian Kemp were executives of their states. So they had a little bit easier of a go round. But still, Trump wasn't keen on, he should have should have been more of instead of bashing Brian Kemp, he should have been a little bit more hands off. But be it as it may, it's water under the bridge now. So I was not happy with that. I tell you right now, I still think that he made a horrible mistake, but he had to run for re-election. And sadly, hey, what's up, Southern Missouri? Promises kept, 100%. But sadly, he thought he could basically runs for re-election as kind of like a middle of the road COVID guy. Yeah, he didn't have any 100%, Marie. He had no allies, none whatsoever. But don't forget, it's not his fault. It's easy to forget that probably a sizable, if not a vast, probably not a vast majority, a sizable majority of Americans were scared poopless of COVID. A sizable majority, including many Republicans, dude. And you can't even blame Trump so much. You know what I'm saying? Because he had to run for re-election. And he won. We all know he won. I mean, it was close. He lost a popular vote, but we know he won. And they did what they had to do to make it so he didn't. But at the end of the day, a sizable amount of Republicans were scared. I mean, I've said this a million times to Sunday. I've had right wingers on this channel during COVID who were pissed at me. You're costing people lives by not taking it seriously. I mean, and these guys they've never come back. They should be ashamed of themselves for being that. I'll never forget. I was like, I remember this one guy, Rob or Rod or something. I can't remember his name. I think it's Rod. Is it Rod? I can't remember. And I said, did you fall for the climate change stuff? He goes, no, they're making stuff up. I said, why do you fall for this? Oh, because why would they lie? I was like, what? Why? Oh my God, I can't believe this. Anyway, I love what Trump is doing. He can't make the left mad enough, in my opinion. If you don't make the left, I gotta show you this one thing I just put. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, you'll love this, dude. Just gotta go to X. I think I reposted on my X thing. And I don't even know if these people are real or not, but it is so funny, man. Hold on, just if I can find it. All right. Oh, this is great. I'm gonna show it to you guys. Dude, I love being on X. I don't love being on X. Let's see. Luis Antello. What I love about Trump is not a politician, but he's a good patriot. 100%. 100%, man. Harry. Harry, you literally think I'm a mittens guy more than a Trump? That might be the funniest thing ever, man. Oh my goodness. Now that is great. That makes me laugh so much. I'm such a soft Republican. I'm a mittens guy, oh man, that is too funny. Oh. Oh, that is great. Oh man, that cracks me up. I've never been called a mittens guy at all, but I love it. I appreciate that. That's funny. All right, so here's this chick on Rachel Bytekofer, whatever her name is, and she posts. This is so funny. Germany first, global. Can y'all see this? Yeah. Oh, this is so funny. Germany first, global leftist cabal controls all the money and media. World peace. Yep, go look at Hitler's foreign policy pledges. Women at home, not work. Breed more babies. Hypermasculinity is the ideal. Eliminate classical education, replace with party-approved materials. Investigate the investigators. Purge unelected bureaucrats. And I'm like, this is a bad thing. Like, this chick is actually, oh my goodness. She's actually like, this is how crazy they are. Oh my goodness, Trump is hypermasculinity, wants more babies. JD Vance at a pro-life rally saying, was he there? Trump is on the fourth. Oh, that is funny, dude. Oh man, that is funny. Oh, dude, I love it. I loved how he went into LA and told them it's just fun. It's fun. Oh, I love it. Oh man, I saw a meme on X that showed Brock and Jennifer Aniston in a lift walk at sunset. Well, at least he's got a girlfriend. Actually, there's no way Brock is dating Jennifer Aniston because we know Brock is gay as a day is long. He had written about fantasizing about having intercourse with men. I've never once had any fantasies about having intercourse with men ever. Dude, the idea I could even get fired up, if you know what I'm saying, for that, it ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? Just put it this way, there's no way that's happening. So the fact that not only did he wrote about it, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, if you follow Jason Whitlock, he's got this lady Shamika Michelle on his program, and oh, she's so funny. She goes, "Brock is gay. It's just all there's. He's definitely gay." Oh, it's so funny, man. Oh, dude, now yeah, dude, man, it's bread, yeah, dude. Watched last week, and now I'm baking bread and watching tons of YouTube. Me too, man. It's funny. Oh man, yeah. Why do we let the global left sell us out and then blame the illegals when it's the globalist fault? Well, the problem is that the right wing, the typical Republicans, they still want to blame. See, I see this still. That was his catharsis, his 57 flavors, 100% confession. Oh, he's gay as the day is long, dude. I mean, it's just all there is to it. Anyway, so the problem is that we have a group of conservatives, and they are conservative, who think Israel is our best ally, who think Muslims are the biggest enemy, ally, and Muslims are the biggest enemy, you know they it's the weirdest thing to me because it's weird to me because I'm thinking really Israel's our best ally, the Muslims are our biggest enemy. It seems like we should be beyond that now. You know what I'm saying? And it's frustrating because I used to be there too, dude. 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I was like that too. I was like, oh yeah, man, you know, Israel or die, and the Muslims get them over there before they get us over here. And they still are living in this world that Putin and the Russians and the Chinese communists are our biggest enemy. They're just not. The biggest enemy is internal, and they're global, by the way. The biggest enemy is, it's not a religion per se, it's a globalist. That's what it is. The biggest enemy is here. They're not Muslim, they're not Chinese communists, they're bigger than that. I laugh my butt off at this idea that the Chinese communists or the Muslims are specifically our biggest enemy. I'm like, dude, it's so much. We got to advance to second and third grade. We're in the first grade here. It's so much bigger than that. And it's frustrating to me that Republicans can't see it. We got to back Israel. Why? Because they're taking it to the Muslims. Why? Why does that matter? Because if they don't, well, you know, they're our biggest ally. Why? Well, you know, because they're going to take. See, it's very circular. We got to, you know, make sure we fight Chinese communists. Why? Because, you know, they're going to invade the U.S. Really? The Chinese communists going to be? Yeah, don't you? And look, there are bad players. There's in Maine right now. There's a big bunch of stuff going on with Chinese cannabis operators up there, illegal citizens, and the state of Maine is actually backing these Chinese guys over. They're saying we're not going to let Trump deport them. So cannabis operations in the state of Maine, and look, I think I used to be the biggest proponent of making it all legal. There's a guy named Thomas Szaszi, and I used to follow, and I love that guy's writings. What's the other guy's name? Nathan Edelman or something. I used to be Kurt Schmoke, mayor of Baltimore, all these guys promoting legalization. I was a big 100% until I saw what happened. And now you see you can't legalize it. People need some restrictions. It's just, and that's for everything. You need restrictions on pornography. You need restrictions on drugs. People need restrictions. There are people who don't. There are some people who don't get addicted to pornography. They don't get addicted to drugs. They don't get addicted to alcohol. But a sizable percentage of people need restrictions. And that's where government, fascism has to come in. That's what they want to call it. Say, no, we're going to restrict these things because it's bad for you. Look, I used to be hugely thinking this. Dude, I wrote an article in my school newspaper in 1994 saying legalize it all of it. It's none of your business what I put in my body. And I completely thought that was legit. I thought that was legit until about 5-6 years ago. And I said, oh, once you saw the nightmare that is going on with unlimited legalization, it can't be sustained. It's inherently bad. And as such, I said, no, you can't do that. There has to be a government entity to put restrictions on some people because they just can't help themselves. And that's paternalistic, 100%. We've seen what happens when you go in to let everything go on. Anyway, so cannabis is legal in Maine. You can have cannabis stores and whatnot. So a lot of Maine cannabis growers, which stupid, but whatever, It's legal. I mean, they're being cut out by these illegal Chinese. And as such, the Chinese are here illegally, and they're cutting out legal main businesses with they're not supposed to be here. And yet, as legalize, tax, and regulate. Let's see, Moonbase. I saw Moonbase on here. Moonbase Alpha calling. Right on, man. Anyway, so what happened was now you got these illegal Chinese guys who are doing real damage, not only to main industry, but they're hurting people. I mean, literally physically violent. They're bringing violence into, I can't remember where it is. It wasn't Lewiston, Maine, because that's where a certain ethnic group that is not from Maine, not French Canadians, a certain ethnic group from far away is big in Lewiston, Maine. If you know what I'm saying, Lewiston, Maine has become a crap hole. Shocking. But anyway, and so the Maine liberals want to defend these Chinese illegals who are up to no good, bringing violence into the community, destroying towns, destroying people's lives. On top of that, taking out legal businesses because the Maine people are so liberal that they say ICE is more of a threat than these people. Anyway, and so the problem is that these are the globalists who under no circumstance have no affinity towards country. They don't have any affinity towards country. They have no affinity towards any religion. They are globalist, 100% left globalist with one world government. And as such, you can't say it's the Muslims. You can't say it's the Palestinians. You can't say it's the Chinese, the Russians. You have to say it's the globalists, and they are here right now. And people say, yeah, but how many what terror attacks do the globalists do? I'm like, what? That's what I hear all the time. What terror attacks does globalists do, relative to the Muslims? You name it, the globalists are behind it. It's crazy to me. It's nuts, man. Hey, we got Mass. Where you at, Cranston? I saw Cranston Blythe. Where you at in Massachusetts, Cranston Blythe? Yeah, that doesn't mean we love China. It just means, like, here's my man right here. Hey, thanks, Luis. Appreciate that. Where's my man said, F China? Why? What? I mean, yeah, but don't, I would say F all these countries. I mean, just 100%. Globalism is the destruction of the UK at 100 of the US, 100%. And it's the globalists who are doing it. The terrorist attack is happening in our own country. How do people not see this? They might not be bombing or shooting off in Dallas, Texas police. They're doing worse. It's crazy. Dude, Sean says, I'm in Houston. Big oil is shipping all back offs to India. It's freaking crazy. South Shore near Braintree. Right on, man. Right on. Just got off the horn today with a guy up in your neck of the woods. Oh, well, not South Shore near, but Massachusetts. It's the global dodge. I don't get what you mean by that, global dodge. But it's 100%. It's not just India, where it's shipping them off to Mexico, to Poland. I mean, I'm telling you, man, it's all the globalists. And this is why Trump's coming in here saying, this is why dude, pulverized, you suck from all patriots. Whoa, what's going on here? What's going on with Clint? Clint's always spicy. Clint's a spicy guy. He's always spicy. What's the automatic globalizer? We don't consider them as enemies, but the CCP is certainly the U.S. as their enemy. Maybe, but who cares? I mean, a lot of people consider us their enemy. That doesn't mean we should sit there and say, "Oh my goodness, I'm investing in China this year." Oh man, how dare you, pulverizer? You're really going to make. Actually, I do want to show something else here too. This is great. Another great. This is going to freaking rock your socks. China doesn't bother me. I'm just telling you right now. The idea China is going to attack the United States. Look, man, this is why you never, ever, 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 ever give up your guns. You just never do. You know what I'm saying? It never will. You saw it happen in Australia. You saw it happen in Canada, UK. Never, ever, ever, ever give up your guns. That's all there is to it. There's no exception to any rule why you would ever give up your guns. Other than the one thing they could do, which is starve you out. Basically, they do where they surround the city. What the hell? I'm talking. There's a strategy. where you surround a city and nothing goes in, nothing goes out. Not a tariff. What the hell's it called, man? When nothing goes in, nothing goes out. A siege. Yeah, they do a siege on the where they say you can't have food unless you get a vaccine. You can't have food unless you give up your guns. That would be the one thing. They say we're gonna siege Milton, Georgia, where I live, and say unless you give up your firearms, you're not getting. I get that would be the thing. Oh, but I'm off grid. I'll be self-sufficient. Okay, dude, nothing wrong. Yeah, right. We'll grow our own food. Exactly. I hear that all the time. We'll grow our own food. Look, if you want to be freaking off grid and grow your own food, there's nothing wrong with that. The idea you're going to do that for 6 months without help from outside is crazy, man. I'm just sorry. Joel Salatin, love Joel Salatin, Polyface Farms. The idea that Joel Salatin doesn't need help, and when I say help, that doesn't mean he's like begging people. It means trade with outside people is crazy. You can't do this forever on your own. You need help from some other place. If they want it bad enough, they can squeeze you tight where you will give up your firearms. 100%. Eggs aren't $8 a dozen down here, man. Not there. I don't know where you're at, Brad. Brad, where are you, by the way? Brad, where's Brad at? Definitely not $8 a dozen here. Dodge is the meeting that is going on right now in Switzerland. Oh no, Davos. You mean Davos? Is that what you're talking about? China is not going to become the world's largest economy. It's just not. Yeah, they're not going to become the world's largest economy. They have helicopters. China would be number 2. Well, China is. Germany's still number 2. See what's happening though? It's crazy. Eggs are $8 a dozen or more in Oregon. That's nuts, dude. 7. Yeah, exactly. My man Christopher. Look at Christopher. Tan, white beard. Christopher's a good. If I was like Barack Obama, I might invite Christopher to come on a date. Me and Christopher, if you know what I'm saying. But I'm not like Barack Obama. The idea that you ever fantasize about getting jiggy with a dude, that's just gay. Nothing inherently wrong with that. I don't care. Be who you are. But let's not pretend a gay guy's gonna marry Michelle Obama. Come on, dude. Come on. Yeah, exactly. $7.60 for 2 dozen at Costco, 100%. Yeah, Germany's totally sitting their throats, man. $8 a dozen in Massachusetts, damn. Yeah, Germany is that's crazy to me, man. I'm like, what is Germany doing? That's what I'm saying. The globalist, it's like literally. Do you need Muslim terrorists when you guys are doing it to yourselves? You don't. It's crazy to me what Germany is doing. And I just don't get I don't think about it too much. I'm like, why do they literally, because they can't be that dumb. There's a professor at Stanford, Mark Jacobson, maybe the dumbest guy there is. And he literally has believed that we can go green energy and run an economy that's growing. It's like stupid. And a couple guys challenged him. And he sued him or something like that. I can't remember what the whole thing was. It was just stupid. It literally might be one of the dumbest guys in history of mankind. And I'm like, dude, you can't. It's literally impossible for green energy to run a growing economy. It's just not going to happen. Never mind the data centers. It's just the whole thing is just stupid. And did the bosses that be in Germany actually think that, or are they doing that so they can? It doesn't make sense because these aren't stupid people. They have to know the basic physics and chemistry that this cannot get done. You see what I'm saying? And look at what's going on in California battery storage facilities right now. Massive fires. And then we got all these electric buses on fires and all stuff. You can't have, it's not going to happen. Anyway, so the point being, I'm like, obviously the smart people in Germany did not think this is true, that you can run the second or third largest economy on green. It's just, they know that. So why were they doing it? To keep Germany from having World War III? But Germany's already been freaking, their balls already been sliced off. You know what I'm saying? They've already been neutered. And so the only thing I could think is they want Germany to come back ass kicking. And like the AFD comes back. I love the AFD. More power to the AFD. It's the only thing I could possibly think is they want the AFD. But why? It just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, look, so you get your own farm instead of eggs for $6 a dozen. And they're good too. Yeah, and they did nothing when Germany blew up the pipeline. When the Americans blew up the pipeline, it's nothing. Weird. CCP China's already attained a critical mining. Wow, I did not know that. Yeah, but what? See, but I get liberal guilt. I mean, I get it, Catholic guilt, liberal as a whole. But the people are running the show. They don't have guilt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't think this. No, it's worse than that. I get European. I get that from the people we see, but there's people above them who aren't stupid, who don't have compassion, who aren't guilty at all, and yet somehow they're allowing Germany to go down the gutter. It's weird to me. And the only thing I could possibly think is they want the AFD to rise. I don't know why, but it's just because what else could you put it? Obama and Kamala are dating. I know because I know that's not happening because Obama can't do anything for Kamala anymore because she only goes out with dudes that can advance her career, and Obama's gay. So they called it down. European East values. European and East Asian values drive productive economies. Yeah. Anyway, so I was going to show you this article. Dude, look at that. The president just is. Let's say prayers, man. Dear Heavenly Father, we just thank you for allowing Trump to get back as president. We just thank you for allowing some moral clarity to take just to reign supreme again in the world, because we are your beacon of light. We are the shining city on the hill. We are the beacon of freedom. And we lead the world because of your divine intervention. There's just no two ways around that. And just thank you for allowing moral clarity to take over again. Please let moral clarity advance on the world, because the world needs it. The world needs moral righteousness to retake itself, because right now the world isn't good. And you warned us about that throughout the Bible. The world is sick. But you did create the world, Lord. You did. This is still your world. May we just do good in your eyes to advance the cause of what you sent your son to do, to die for us, to free us from death forever. We pray in Jesus' name, amen. And some, yeah, right. As long as we get tax exact, dude. 100%. I don't care about anything else. I just want tax cuts. I hear all these. I'm a fiscally conservative and socially liberal. My God, if we kill all the babies, just give me 25 cents extra on the dollar. I'm like, okay. My goodness. My man James. James is a legend here. James crushing. Yeah, we just want tax cuts. We don't. I never understood why the Republicans ceded the social issues either. It never made sense to me. Well, we're just fiscally conservative. We're just going to cede the social issues to the Democrats. I just never understood that. We don't even taxes. No, we're not cutting taxes. It's not going to happen. Dude. I'm just telling you right now. But we need to cut spending. Yeah, dude, Trump's first week just freaking crushing. I don't personally show politics on Facebook, not trying to ruin my public perception. But if you're here, you're ruining your public perception. My man Amar, who I used to do videos with, I just didn't want to do him I don't know. I was worried I was ruining his public perception, to be perfectly honest. He had a couple comments that say, Amar, because I'm a conspiracy theorist, I'm a right winger, and I'm a mittens right winger, according to my man Harry Chu. Mitt Romney right winger. It just cracks me up, man. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. But anyway, and so I saw a couple comments on Amar's channel like, "Oh, you're ruining your cred with Josh," and I was like, "Look, I don't need to get in this guy's junk." And I'm sure he would say that he's not worried about it, but I don't know. I do enough live streams as it is. We can all, dude. How can I possibly be a mittens right winger? Mittens, did he want to raise taxes on the uber wealthy? No. The Mittens, dude, I would raise taxes on the uber wealthy in 2 seconds flat. The Mittens, McConnell right wingers, their only thing to exist is to cut taxes. That's all they care about is cutting taxes. That's it. Does Mittens want? Did Mittens march with BLM? Did Mittens march with BLM? Did I march with BLM? Oh man! All right, let's see. lower gas and but the problem is politicians. Just how's a politician going to lower? That's what I'm saying. Pablo is sitting on with his mom right now. Pablo, you were right on Tesla, or not Pablo. Harry, you were right on Tesla. Yeah, that they're giving away shares. Rhinos cut taxes and hate. So that's right. All rhinos want to do is privatize everything and hate and cut taxes. Anyway, I got to share with you this right here. This is freaking fantastic. I got to share with you this. What Trump has done is insane, and he's not stopping, man. He's not stopping for nothing. I'm not sure there's going to be a Trump stock market rally for 4 more years. I don't know, man. Hey, thanks, James. That's just tell my wife. I don't. Mark crushes. He's good. He's different than me, and that's okay. And he's reaching a different crowd, and that's fine. But I'm not sure it's gonna be a 4 years Trump rally. I don't think that the president dictates the stock market. I just don't. And as such, what's going on here? Oops, I put it wrong. I just don't think so. I mean, just so as such, I would not be surprised if we had bear markets under Trump. Yeah, he does. What I'm saying, I think that's a mistake. Trump definitely measures himself against the daily moves of the S&P 500. Energy stocks rally, probably. Anyway, so let me show you this. This my man Vox Day here. This is great. There's going to be some pain. One, I could not agree more. Antonio Gates. Look, Antonio Gates has joined the thing here from San Diego Chargers. I could not agree more. There's going to be pain, and you better be prepared because there's going to be some. And as such, they're going to blame Trump. But this, like the first 2 years under Reagan, there was massive amounts of pain. And there's pain under Carter, which unfortunately Carter got, Carter, dude, a lot of people discount Carter, man. Carter led the way on the deregulation train. It was Jimmy Carter, RIP, brother. Oh, you must be a Mittens Republican to like Carter. I like deregulation. Carter deregulated things before Reagan did, and that is just a fact. That is just a fact. And then Reagan came, and so what was happening is anytime you get rid of price controls, there's always this, what's the word I'm looking for? Disintermediation, that's not the right word. I don't know. There's always problems initially, always. Anytime you get rid of price controls, look what happened to gold. They got rid of price controls on gold. And I know this sounds good, but gold had a cap on it. They got rid of price controls on gold, and gold jumped up like that. And everyone's like, see, gold, gold, gold. And then what happened? Gold went down to the equilibrium is what I'm looking for. And the same thing, anything that happens. But so gold says, look at that. Same thing happens with the price of gas, the price of oil, the price of stocks, all this stuff. You get rid of the cap on it, an arbitrary cap, and things just jump to what initially looked like an equilibrium, but they jump and then they come back down to the equilibrium. And so Carter started getting rid of price controls. Reagan started getting rid of price controls. It took until 1982, not because of Paul Volcker, but it's because the deregulation was finally kicking in. It took a couple years. And remember, you all might not be politically astute enough to know this. In 82, it looked bad for Reagan. Reagan lost the Senate. He had the Senate in his first 2 years. He lost the Senate. The Democrats already controlled the House. It looked bad. I mean, no one was sitting there in 82 thinking Reagan was going to mop the floor in 1984. No one thought that. Remember, in 94, no one thought in 96 Clinton would mop the floor. No one thought that. I'm just telling you right now. It took some hard times. And even Reagan capitulated on some things. He did raise taxes, by the way. Don't forget, Reagan did raise taxes. A lot of people, they're still well below what they were before, but he did raise them. A lot of people don't know that. And as such, it looked bad for Reagan. There were massive protests in the street, not just because nuclear war and all that. It's because the economy was in such dire straits. Unemployment was at 10% in 1982. It was bad. It was bad. But then things settled in equilibrium, and price energy went down because the deregulation of the energy markets and stuff. And it took off from there. And Bill Clinton got some of the benefit of that. George H.W. Bush did too, and he squandered it like an idiot because he was director of the CIA. His dad was a traitor with Hitler. I mean, these aren't good people, man. The Bush machine isn't good people. These are, Prescott Bush was a traitor with Hitler, not a traitor like freaking, traitor of the country, but a traitor. He traded with Hitler. It's just fact. Not good people. You know what I'm saying? And now Bush was a patriot. I mean, he was shot down in the Pacific Ocean, World War II, but he was a patriot towards America. He was a patriot, but he was still a globalist. You can still be an American patriot and a globalist at the same time. It doesn't mean you hate America. It just means you're knee deep in the globalist cabal, without question. Anyway, so what happened was it took until 1982 for all that to finally start getting solidified, and then the economy just went gangbusters. All right, so I'm telling you, be prepared for a couple harsh years under Trump. It's going to be bad, and the Democrats going to freaking scream for bloody murder, saying, we got him. And I tell you, man, you better hang in there, because if things go south, they're going to blame Trump and conservatism as a whole. And you say, yeah, right. The cost, it's basically 2 steps forward, but the 1 step back is going to be painful. And a lot of people a lot of Republicans are going to fall away. And how do we know? Because that's exactly what happened under COVID. Don't attach your freaking flag to the Republican Party. You attach your flag to the conservatism, the MAGA movement, not the Republican Party. Republican Party sucks donkey balls, dude. What's going on with Vivek? It seems like there's a lot of negativity on Vivek now. I don't understand. I don't follow that much, but America should absolutely become more nativist, 100%. Immigration is a problem in all parts of the world. They don't want to assimilate to the new culture, but politicians keep saying we need those people to do the jobs the natives won't do. Dude, 100%. And if we get rid of slavery, who's going to pick the cotton? That's my every time I hear this, like, who will pick the cotton? Better put certain groups of people back in slaves. It's crazy. Oh, wait, cotton was picked? Oh, by sharecroppers. Oh, okay. Sharecroppers. And who were sharecroppers? Oh, they're blacks and whites, by the way. Okay, that was look, I'm not advocating slavery, but anytime I hear, who's going to pick our freaking fruits? Oh, yeah, who will pick the cotton? Scumbags. I hate that. Now, I'm not saying you're making an argument, Luis. I know that's what's being made. All right, so I want to share this article right here. We'll go into voxday.net. Right here. See, can y'all see what I'm looking at? Yeah, sweet. Let's see. Trump has ended foreign aid, most foreign aid anyway. I think the only place he's giving foreign aid is still to Israel and Egypt for some reason. It's kind of weird. Let's see. I want to show you victory. Look, dude, Barron's crushed. Is that Barron? Barron's a legend. All right here. The U.S. can't win a war with China, 100%. All right, so this is an important one. The U.S. can't win a hot war with China, but it can certainly win a trade war. It appears that Chinese Foreign Ministry spokeswoman hasn't done the relevant math. U.S. President Trump, in an interview with Fox News, said he would prefer not to have to impose tariffs on China, but that tariffs were a tremendous power over China. Does the Foreign Ministry have a comment on that? That's what they're asking the Chinese guy. And Mao Ning says, we made clear our position on this issue more than once. Trade and economic cooperation between China and the U.S. is mutually beneficial. Differences and frictions need to be handled through dialogue and consultation. Trade and tariff wars have no winner and are in the interest of no one, still less the world. And this right here. The annual U.S. trade deficit with China was $270 billion. All right. The trade deficit in 2024 with China was $270 billion. U.S. GDP, our economy, was $27 trillion. The annual trade deficit was $270 billion. Our GDP is $27 trillion. An end to all trade with China would cause a U.S. economy to grow at least 1% to $28 trillion. An end to all trade with China, we would still grow to 28%. All right. When the X, I can't remember this. When the X minus M, I can't remember what that means in the GDP numbers. Component of GDP is negative. The more obstacles to trade, the more the economy grows. So what he's saying here, Vox Day, who's an economist, by the way, he is saying if you just had no more trade with China, that's $270 billion. Yeah, that's a lot of our trade deficit. but the economy is 27 trillion. That's a drop in the bucket in over the overall economy. Who's going to get affected more by that? Who's going to get affected more? The China or the U.S.? China can't win a trade war with us, 100%. They could win a hot war with us, but with China going to invade the United States? Okay, maybe. I mean, come on, but that's silly. So they can't win a trade war with the U.S. Trump is finally leveraging the power of the U.S. economy against the world. He started to in his first term. I think it's great. Biden was doing the same thing, but check this out. Right here. JFK disclassified. Hold on a second. I just want to show you here. Right here. How to solve that. Right here. I forgot about this article because my whole thing was how to solve about the housing crisis. But check this out. But this is the cause of the housing crisis. When the population can be reduced by nearly 10% simply by sending the illegals home, you don't have a housing crisis. You have an foreign invasion crisis. As many as 1 in 12 people in London is illegal. The previously confidential study commissioned by Thames Water found that irregular population of London is more than 500,000. Research at Edge Analytics used academic estimates of illegal migrants nationally, as well as national insurance registrations for non-EU foreign nationals over a 9-year period to estimate the numbers in each London borough. The study produced a range of figures from 400,000 at the low to 585,000 at the highest. A median figure is basically 500,000. It suggested most illegal migrants arrived in the UK on work, study, or visitor visas and then overstayed. Many illegal migrants arrive in the UK on work, study, and then overstay the limit. And right here, what we have witnessed in our lifetimes is the complete failure of so-called representative democracy. The American founding fathers were right to be suspicious of what they called mob rule, but as it turns out, the limited form of democracy that purports to be representative is even worse. 100%, man. Right here, how to solve the housing crisis. When the population can be reduced by nearly 10%, there is no more housing crisis. I'm going to get that a little bit later because that's pretty interesting right here. All right, so we're going to just show you, right, hold on just a second. I want to show you all the stuff that Trump has done right here. This is great. The first time around, Donald Trump was the best president of the United States since Andrew Jackson. But the degree of difficulty he faced was too great, and he obviously was not ready for the level of resistance. Yep. He has already shown signs that he's much better prepared this time around, and the list of executive orders it tends to show. It's better than a good start. It's excellent. But excising the deep state and foreign interests from Washington, D.C. is a marathon. Yep. And they're going to fight him every step of the way. In the meantime, right here, reinstating the name of Mount McKinley, renaming the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America, designating cartels as foreign terrorist organizations, ending DEI hiring in the federal government, temporary withdrawals on all areas of offshore and wind leasing. That's huge, dude. No more offshore wind leasing for temporary. Revocation of any active or current security clearances held by former intelligence officials, including John Bolton, and inappropriate political coordination with the 2020 Biden campaign. Granting pardons. Reevaluating United States foreign aid. Denise just said we stopped it to Ukraine. Declaring a national energy emergency, restoring accountability for career senior executives, promoting beautiful federal civic architecture, restoring the death penalty, routing more water from San Francisco, San Joaquin Delta to other parts of California, securing the borders. U.S. citizenship does not automatically extend those born in the United States. Realignment of the U.S. refugee admissions program. Unleashing America's affordable and reliable energy and natural resources. It just goes on and on and on. Withdrawing the U.S. from the World Health Organization. Resolving the backlog of security clearances for executive office president. America First trade policy. Putting America first in international environmental agreements. Regulatory freeze pending review. Dude, rescissions of dozens of executive orders from Sniffy Joe. Just pulling the U.S. from the Paris Agreement. It just goes on and on and on. Organization of the National Security Council subcommittees, pulling the U.S. out of the global corporate tax deal. Yeah, dude. Declaring a national emergency at the southern border. It's freaking crushing. Legendary status. It's freaking crazy, man. Yeah, I cannot be happy. Yeah. CIA runs the cartels. Oh, 100%. Don't even get me started on ISIS. No one finds it weird that just out of nowhere ISIS came along and started, ransacking the Middle East. Oh, but if we don't do something with Israel, our ally, ISIS is coming here. I mean, you just think they're not propped up by either the CIA, Israel, maybe Russia. I don't know. You just think freaking out of nowhere, ISIS just appeared on the scene. It's crazy. Come on. Dude, you cannot introduce upwards of 20 million illegals and not increase. 100%, dude. 100%. Actually, so what I want to show you here, yeah, dude, CIA is totally, that's, all right, who's Penelope Todd? Who's Daniel? What's Daniel saying? No, we don't want a hot war. We want a Cold War. I mean, not a Cold War. We want agreement, is what I'm saying. We don't want a hot war. We don't want a Cold War. We want agreement, and we want China to capitulate because we have the economic power, and they don't. It's just a fact. Here's Daniel Abbey. Deporting large number of legal ones could greatly decrease Social Security receipts. They pay in, but don't. Yeah, 100%. That's true. Absolutely. It is 100% true if they're getting paid over the table, and I guarantee a lot are not. But either way, that's true. Yeah, that's a problem. You're gonna have to deal with the problem. But guess what? That's a problem we can solve later on. Absolutely. So I posted this. You're being delusional. All right. Oh, this is fun. You're being delusional. Drumps, because I thought it was, what they used to say, like, it wasn't Trump, is they used to call it like Trump or something like that. The left, crazy lefts. Trump's authoritarian fascism right now and must Naziism, more supply side, is not going to ever bring anything good. The conservative code for fascists has not done one good thing. Oh, dude, if we could be more fascists, I'd take it 100%. Give us more fascism and less communism any day of the week. If we have to choose between commies on the left, right here, and fascists on the right, I'll go more to the right. 100%. It's not even debatable. Commies over there, fascists over there, I'll absolutely go more to the right. Without question. Give me fascism over communism any day of the week. That's just a fact. Oh, that means jackboot thugs. No, it does not mean jackboot thugs. And you can say the same thing with communism. It doesn't mean freaking Stalin's gulags. You can have communism without Stalin's gulags, as global liberals will say. And I'll say you can have fascism without jackboot thugs. I'd rather be in a pure libertarian environment. It's never going to happen. Libertarianism is a joke. Anarchy is a joke. It'll never happen. Look, as much as I'd love to be an anarcho-capitalist, which sounds very good on paper, it's not going to happen. There's always going to be government. There's always going to be rules and regulations. Just a fact. So with that said, I'd rather have the rules and regulations coming from the right, ideally the far right, than from the left, and never mind the far left. So give me fascism any day of the week over communism. And the funny thing is, all these libs saying we're fascists. Okay, I'm guilty. If that's what, I mean, it's kind of like when they say you're all Nazis, guilty. Okay. You're all racist, guilty. You're all Klansmen, guilty. If they're not calling you these things, you're not doing it right. They've been calling right-winger, just basic Republicans this. And Mitt Romney of the world, they were calling all this stuff. If you're not being called this, you're not winning if you're on the right. I'm telling you, you're just not. They will all, because they think we're afraid of this. And they used to be. He used to be afraid. Oh, you're called a racist. No, don't call me racist. My best friend's black. And that just stuff doesn't fly anymore. It should never flown. It never flew with me. But it doesn't fly anymore, dude. If Obama, I just find it so funny. Trump was such a fascist Nazi Hitler guy. And there's Obama and Trump sitting next to each other. All these liberals, like my man Todd Grime here. Todd would say, if I could, I'd go back in time and take out Hitler. Well, Obama was sitting right next to Hitler. Why didn't Obama do something, Todd Grimes? Why didn't Obama do something? He had Hitler right next to him. He could have taken him out. Why did he not do it? Dude, these people are crazy. It's not debatable progressive thought that it's not anything bad. The fascist dude, I wish the GOP was more fascist. So let's just put it that way. Because if you don't call them fascists, they're not trying hard enough. Talking my flavor. Dude, totally bad. Look at this. This photo is really bad. It's really bad. Charlie. Yeah, good. This is a great point. Oh man, good point to the guy Daniel. Illegals receive SSI. Well, that's a good point, my man. I forgot your name, brother. Who somehow thinks we went to the moon. But that's a great point. Illegals do get SSI and all kinds of welfare benefits. Look, I have a loved one who works in a school district. Let's just put it this way: illegals are in schools, all right, and they're costing us big money. That's just a fact. Yeah, exactly. Obama and the Hitler were joking and smoking, and Todd Grimes was like, "How dare you joke and smoke with Hitler? How dare you?" Yeah. Look at Harry. We can compete growth economy against growth economy. That's the path forward. 100%, man. 100%. Now, I don't want PhD. Nah, dude. We don't. No. We don't want just PhDs and MDs. That's no. We don't want that. Dude, this is freaking fantastic. Ted Trump is just legend. It is Tom. What's up, Tom? Tom and I both agree we didn't go to the moon. Yeah, what 2025 is going to be. Yeah, right. Look, man, who's that guy? Daniel and what's that guy's name? Tom Grimes. You're coming here with a bunch of smart dudes. We aren't just regular Charlie Kirk Republicans here, dude. The people on this channel. The reason they're here is because we're deep thinkers, and I'm just telling you right now, we're not just Charlie Kirk type guys. And that's not a bash on Charlie Kirk. Obviously, Charlie Kirk. Let's just put it this way. Might be a little bit light in the loafers, if you know what I'm saying. Nothing inherently wrong with that. He posted a picture of Trump in all leather the other day, and I said, "Damn, Charlie Kirk." Because Owen Benjamin calling Charlie Kirk gay for the longest. I said, "Really, that guy?" I don't listen to Charlie Kirk. He seems like a nice guy. I just never paid any mind to him, just because it bores me, frankly. But if you're going to post a picture on your savior and all, and I say savior, he didn't say that, but this guy in all leather. That's kind of gay. Let's admit that's kind of gay. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. If you like gay men, if you like men in leather, more power to you. But no straight guy is going to find that attractive. You ever seen the first Accept? Oh, I got to show this to you guys. This is crazy. Accept balls to the wall. Oh my God, dude. Dude, this is so freaking oh, this is so bad. Dude, dude, this is funny. We got the balls to the wall, man. Here's their freaking cover. Look at this. This is so GHEY. It's he's holding a mic right there. What's that guy's name? I forgot the guy's name. The freaking Mido or something like that. He's holding that mic with short leather shorts, underwear basically, and shows like leg hair. It doesn't get any GHEYer than that, dude. I was like, dude, what the? Then coming off Rob Halford's hell bent for leather, and Rob's that guy can rock, dude. Same thing with that guy from Queen. What's the guy's name? Those are rock and roll guys for sure, but man, it doesn't come any more GHEEY whatever. And then Motley Crue with all that stupid stuff. Look, we were positioned by the CIA and the people who run Hollywood and the media to be open to men being ladies, if you know what I'm saying. We were positioned like that from day one. The guy from Accept, what the hell's his name, dude? Udo. Yeah, it's it. Udo. Yeah, right there. Udo, dude. And the guy and then apparently he went to like glam rock or something. It's like, oh, dude. Hey, I was friends with them when I lived in PA, specifically the bassist. Of who? Who are you friends with? Yeah, dude, I'll take engineering. Yeah, 100%. I don't. Dude, you got a PhD in engineering? Freaking come on over, baby. I don't want PhDs in women's studies. That's for damn sure. Yeah, here's my man. So much of the legal immigrants' income gets sent back. 100%. You guys look crushing. Yeah, what I'm saying. What did Trump? Yep, Trump tried to buy the black votes in HBCUs, and they hated him for it. Well, 100%. They hated him for it, and so you just get 100%, man. Trump's getting. He. This is what makes it great. The fat. Oh, we already talked about the fascist GOP because they're all fat. All right, so I was going to show you something else here too. Oh, I was going to show you this right here. Where did I post that on X? I think I posted on X. This is funny. And I do want to get into housing stuff because I think it's interesting. PhD in Taylor Swift. Yes, we want a PhD. Well, that's what you're studying, Jeremy. University of Maine, right there. Why? What, dude? 100%. You can't reward people who don't like you. That's exactly. Oh man, you grew up the basics. The basis. They were PA. I thought they're all German or something like that. Dude, Trump just crushed that lady, man. It was awesome. It was awesome. Isn't Trump trying to bring back like U.S. military bases too? I think I heard that too. He's like saying, "No, we don't want all these people. We're going to reduce our European force by 20% or something like that." Dude, Trump is just. Oh, you think Trump's your savior? No, I don't. Trump's just a flawed guy, but he's crushing. I've never seen this in the Republican Party before, ever. It's great. It's great. All right, so I want to show you what I posted here. Oh, by the way, better start shopping at Target again because Nina Turner on X, who I like, she's a black lady, big lib, but I do like her. She's got some legitimacy to her. Says that because of Target announcing was cutting their dye programs, she's organizing a call for a boycott of Target. I was like, wait. So it's okay for Target to literally target young children and cut off their private parts. That didn't call for a boycott, but at the minute they start getting rid of affirmative action, that does. Seems kind of weird to me. But anyway, real quick, I got to show you this. Where's my man? Right here? Where's my man Todd Grime? Right here. Todd, check this out. Todd? We want to trigger you, dude. I want to start seeing men wear shirts like this right here. This would be awesome. Look at that. Want to make the libs go nuts? Wear a shirt with that on there. Oh, dude, I'll let you guys look what that is up. Oh, by the way, those are actually. Let's see if I can't find it. Those Todd Grimes would go crazy. He's like, "How dare you? You're hurting my feelings. You're making me scared. You infected my private space." 40% of crime in Atlanta is caused by the same 1,000 people, says the Atlanta Police Department. 40% of crime in Atlanta caused by the same 1,000 people. You know what you do? You get the Rudy Giuliani's in the world and you say, no more recidivism. 3 and out. And this time it should be 2 and out. 2 strikes, you're out. 100%. This is what Rudy Giuliani, this is what all the the mayor of Indianapolis back in the 90s, the new way. They thought, but by Clinton, it allowed them to do a new way of governing. They said 3 strikes, you're out. Lots of governors, lots of lefty mayors did this. They say, we're not going to have recidivism. We're going to say recidivism, send them back to jail. We're going to keep you in jail is what it was. It was great. Not Norse battle axes. I mean, it might be, but there's something else. Anyone knows what those things are called? It's I love Todd, man. The bishop stroke 2 to the dude. You keep calling him a fascist. All you're doing is making fascism look good. Do you guys not realize this? The more you do this, the less people are like, oh, they're called. Look, they're just no one. Oh man, you keep doing this. I know Rudy did lose to lawfare 100%. That is one of the battle losses, unfortunately. But anyway, let me show you something else here if I can find it. There's my man, Forrest Meriday. Polio vaccines don't stop the threat of polio. Unfortunately, they promote it. The smallpox shot wasn't a vaccine at all, but an inoculation. No one knows what's in it. So does the measles vaccine stop spread? Because a positive challenge test was never conducted. Very, very interesting. I guess I didn't put this on here. I thought I did. Bernie Sanders got $1.5 million from Big Pharma. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, all right. One thing I did want to point out here. Did I not post this on X? man. All right, let me all right, so I want to show you guys something here. All right, so let's go into this. Yeah, three. That was, oh man, 3 strikes. Clinton crime bill, 100%. Dude, RFK Jr. is gonna crush. Look at my man, Boss Tweed. Boss Tweed gets it. I don't know, fascies or whatever it's called. That is the emblem of the fascism. Basically, one stick is breakable, but sticks tied together is not. It was a picture showing the stars and bars. No, it was showing a fascie. And what you'll see if you actually look at, I thought I posted that. I guess I did not. If you actually look at the House of Representatives, you'll see two fascies sitting around. Like you'll see Nancy Pelosi. I guess I posted this on Facebook, not on Twitter. It turns out Nancy Pelosi was a fascist because she's sitting as the Speaker of the House with two fascies. That's from the House of Representatives, and that was the emblem of the Romans, emblem of Mussolini, the fasci. Very, very interesting. It's a very wonderful tool just to get the people rounded up, man. That's just it's fun because people look, if they're going to call you fascist, might as well just own up to it. It's kind of like the blacks taking back the N word, the gays taking back the F word. It's fun. He didn't shut down the departments of healthcare. Look at my man, Todd. Nice shut down the departments of healthcare. That makes. Let me guess, Todd thinks that he shut down FEMA as well. Anyway, I think they do, James, have an ETF that tracks Pelosi's trades. I think they do. All right, so I want to show you guys this right here. This is pretty interesting because we do have an inflation issue right here. So I saw this advertisement or a thing on Facebook. There's a video of some guy running a commercial on VW Bugs in 1971. And it said 1970. So this 1972, right? Yeah, 1972. 1972. This VW Bug cost $2,000. The median household income was $10K. Average new cost today is $48K. The median household income is $80K. Now we can make a lot of issues here. There's no electric seats, no backup cameras, no heat. Probably, I'm sure there's no heat in there. Probably wasn't air conditioning. I get all that. Either way, though, the median household income is less than twice that of an average new car today. Whereas back in the old days, this Bug. Now, this is just one car. It's not necessarily the median car price, I grant you. But still, back then you could buy a new Volkswagen Bug for 1/5 of your median household income. And that's what we're contending with here. We're contending with the median costs are going up while the median income isn't keeping pace on a couple big ticket purchase items, which are transportation costs and housing. And I want to show you something else about housing because this is a big deal. I can't believe I post this on freaking X. Dude, what the hell, man? Did I not post this? Oh boy. So I'm gonna go by stupid Facebook page here. Because this is, I'm going to tell you, man. Yeah, well, that's exactly right. 100% pulverizer. I got a big argument with some chick on X. This was not like she wouldn't cuss at me. It's just an argument. She said, "So what do you?" I said, "Yeah, because we had more single family, single worker household, less women in the workforce." I can't remember what it was like. 35% of females were in the workforce like 1950 or something like that. Don't quote me on that. And like 42% in 1972, something like that. Now it's like 68%. Well, I can't remember the exact numbers. And as such, the median household income is increased, but is only really increased because we have two workers in there now. And it's a big deal. It's a big deal. And on top of that, the expense of the household, because now you have to have expense for childcare, all that other stuff that before the wife would do. This is globalism right here. Encouraging women to work because, fascism says women get back in the house, and encouraging basically lots of babies because, fascism says have lots of babies. And basically encouraging maybe we don't spend beyond our means because fascism says, why don't you balance a budget? Don't take on debt. And the globalists have said, no, you can have it both. You can have cheap goods because of massive increase in immigration And we haven't had that. We just have not. And the number one way you could look at it is the healthcare cost. I've done videos on this a couple years ago. Maybe one day I'll do it again. How in 1960s, yeah, 100%, dude. But with that said, this just shows you that's not always the monetary supply that increases inflation. Yeah, I didn't hear it. Look, I don't disagree with that, Todd. I think minimum wage should be there should be no minimum wage, but I guarantee that that's a very popular topic because a lot of people are economically ignorant. But no, I agree. Billionaires have gotten exponentially wealthier than most people. I completely agree. That's a place that Bernie Sanders, aka Todd Grimes here, and I could agree on 100%. Women work as a hedge against their marriage. They want the less kids to be able to have the value. Well, I don't know, but I'm just saying. At the end of the day, I blame women for all. Okay, what's that guy's name? Pooping while standing. Yeah, that's right. Dude, see, this is a typical email right here. Eliminating the departments of health is insane and stupid, dude. This is what's crazy about liberals. Have we got healthier or sicker, Todd? With the Department of Health, with the Department of Education, have we gotten smarter or more stupid? This is what's crazy, man. Have we gotten better with these other instruments? Has our health increased because of the massive amount of government spending on healthcare? No, we haven't, Todd. We haven't gotten better with these massive increases. It just hasn't happened. We've gotten worse. So going back to what I was saying, in the 60s, they say we don't have enough people in nursing. We have to start importing nursing. And we were importing for cheaper nursing labor cost. Then they said we don't have enough doctors. We got to start importing doctors. We're importing mass amounts of doctors for cheaper doctor costs. What happened to the cost of healthcare? It's gone through the roof. Thus, the idea that immigration, importing cheaper labor leads to lower prices is just wrong. Now, that doesn't mean that because we imported that led to higher prices. No, because we know what happened is the government got more and more involved. Anytime the government gets more involved, there's more price increases, without question. But this idea that cheap labor leads to cheap goods is just not true. And then what this, I was arguing with my man, then again, I say arguing, I can't find him on here. My man, Tom, he and I are arguing about what is not seen. I can't remember what we're arguing about, but Tom was using what he probably didn't know is the Fred Bastiat theory of the seen and unseen. And it's a good theory, and I completely agree with Frederick Bastiat on this. But he's saying if we didn't do X, it would be a lot worse, essentially. And I'm putting words in Tom's mouth, and I don't mean to. I'm not doing a straw man. But basically, if I can't remember what we're arguing about. And again, arguing is strong. It was just debate. If we did not do this, it would have been worse, essentially. Or it would have been better. I forgot what it was. I think it was innovation is what we're talking about. If this didn't happen, I forgot what it was, man. But innovation would be higher if we did something differently than we did. I said that's an argument you can't make. You just simply can't say if this did not happen or that happened. We just can't say that. Anyway, so the idea that if we didn't have all this lower cheap immigration, things would be so much more expensive. You can't say that with any certainty. It's just pure speculation. Also know is we've tried cheap immigration, tried cheap imports of labor, and prices have gone up relative to income for a fact on some of the biggest ticket items we have, housing and transportation. And if you look at CPI, what's CPI based on? Housing and transportation. The two biggest components of CPI is housing and transportation. What has gone up dramatically relative to wages? Housing and transportation. And yet, what are some of the things we've immigrated? Massive immigration of what? Of cheap labor to build the houses, cheap labor to build cars in China, Japan, all these things in Mexico. Crazy. I would say China's economy is not growing exponentially there. That's not. Yeah, 100%. The Department of Education, 100%. The Department of Education has made us more dumb. 100%, dude. Absolutely. Oh, here we go. The polio. Oh, I knew it right here. Dude, they always go back to because Todd, love your brother, you're just ignorant on polio. It's just all there is to it. You're ignorant on it, that's okay. The polio will be an issue that the pro-vax will use till they're blue in the face until they're dead. It's a sad, sad state of affairs. They don't know the history of the polio vaccine. Falk and the other guy came off the top of my head, came out the other guy came after Falk. They just don't know, or Salk, Jonas Salk, excuse me. I wish they would. I wish they'd read up on polio, but these people are so heavy into vaccines that they think vaccines saved millions and millions of lives. It's just not true. The funny thing is, that's even if we trust what they say, Ted. You know what I'm saying? The funny thing is, I guarantee 15 years ago, the libs, if you would have said that the Republicans would be the biggest proponents of vax, the liberals would be against the vax. It's crazy how things have changed. It's crazy. It's crazy that the Democrats are the party of the uber wealthy and the uber poor, and the Republicans are now the party of the lower middle class and middle class. It's a wonderful place to be. And the Republicans need to get off the freaking schneid and say, corporate tax cuts. No. Tax cuts for the millionaires. No. We need to lower capital gains. No, don't listen to Tax Foundation on this stuff, Republicans. I see a lot of Tax Foundation posts out there. I'm like, Tax Foundation, no, I love the Tax Foundation, but don't listen to them. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, they're going to sell you the Mitt Romney syrup that says, oh, tax cuts for corporations will lead to jobs. That's the supply side. I get it. I'm a big fan of supply. Supply creates its demand. But there's some issues with supply side economy. The Laffer curve is no more. There's no more Laffer curve. So you just got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. The only problem is that they removed liability. Yeah, dude, 100%. If you want to, let's just eliminate the liability of the vaccines. Let's see what we got. 100%. I just say let's do a study on MMR vax versus non-MMR vax. Let's do a study on Amish children versus MMR vax children. Why can't we do that study? Well, we don't want to put people at risk of not having MMR vax. Let's do it. Let's see what we got, man. They don't do it. Same kind of thing with the thing I always show right here. Not only has the Department of Health and Human Services grown, that's the biggest budget there is, by the way. But we have gotten exponentially sicker as a society. There's just no two ways around this. And one of the things might be, I just kind of thought this was funny. Punks before F the world. I got my his GBH shirt on. He's got his charge GBH, and then he's got his discharge shirt. F the world, man. And this right here, punks. Voting is great. Love your government. Trust the system. Yeah, that's Sean or whatever that guy's name is. And if I could find my photo, dude, bring back the freaking angry dolphin. Bring him back. This other dolphin is gay as a day is long. Look at that. No, that's not it. Bring back this guy right here, dude. That's the freaking. Just freaking kills me. Right here. I just love this one right here. I don't love it, but CDC immunization schedule in utero to hey, but look at that. But that means we're getting healthier. That means we're getting healthier. Oh man. Bring back the gay Buccaneer. 100%. Love the gay Buccaneer, dude. You want to freaking join Pride Month? You can't find a better way than this guy. I already got him on my. I guess I didn't. I thought I took a screenshot of him. All right. Dude. Capital gain taxes. No, we don't need a lower capital gain tax, Jeremy. Capital gain taxes. No, we don't need a lower. We need to increase capital gain tax for people making over $1 million. That's where what's his name says I'm a Mittens Republican. Even though Mittens would never, ever, ever love a higher capital gain tax. Mittens Romney would say lower capital gains, lower corporate taxes, get rid of the AMT, all that stuff, and have no estate tax. And I don't agree with that in the least, man. I say, no. I would also tax a nonprofit. Let me ask you, where's my man Todd? Todd, can we agree that nonprofits, all nonprofits, to include churches, all of them, to include the NAACP, all nonprofits should be taxed? Would you and I at least agree on that, Todd? I want to see what Todd's a good liberal. It's all right. Can we agree that all nonprofits should be taxed, Todd? I just want to hear what you say on that, because that is in my opinion, is one of the best policies a true conservative can do. Tax the damn nonprofits, the NGOs, because all these, the vast majority of them are up to ill will. That's just a fact. Yep. Can we agree? Where's my man Todd? Come on, Todd. Can we agree that the nonprofits, the NGOs, the foundations, yep, foundations should all be taxed? Can we agree with that? The universities, they have their corporate they have their real estate tax exemptions and whatnot. Can we agree? Where's my man Todd? Taxes on a postcard, 100%. You made the money, you pay us 10% if your money is less than X, 25% if your money is more than X, and that's it, 100%. The Dick Army tax thing, 100%. All right, so let me. I want to see what my man Todd says, because at least I appreciate having a liberal here. It doesn't bother me. Liberals. I don't hate liberals. I mean, I think they're wrong, but I hate them. I mean, I find them silly when they keep calling us fascists. I say, dude, that doesn't work, man. I used to, I guess. All right, so right here, I'm going to show you this right here. Here's why housing, 100%. That bishops who attack 100%, man. Yeah, he's Googling 100%. He's Googling what his opinion should be. That's exactly right. He's like, what does Bernie Sanders say? Kabul University in Afghanistan used their donations to fund gender studies. The Taliban took it back for a reason. Dude, Taliban, man. No tax on 100% tax charities, dude. 100%. Because the thing is, strict requirements are always going to be manipulated. So just say, no, you're a charity, you can pay tax without question. And when I say tax, I'm saying tax on their income. I'm not saying I just say, look, the person giving money, just like a gift tax, should be the one paying. I'm not saying that the charity has to. Ted, when you give me those chocolate cookies, so my man Ted, very 100%. Is this CB and is this my man in Philippines, or is the original, or the original CB? Because I've had two CBs. I can't remember who's the original. I had a California CB. Then I have my man CB, who I know actually quite well, who also lost 70 pounds. My man CB, who's in the Philippines right now. I'm not sure which CB this is, because the original CB kind of left, and I was hoping he'd come back. He's a good guy. See, all right. So nonprofit. All right. All right. Look at this. Nonprofits, another fringe. Okay, so he didn't answer it, but all right, here we go. America needs a demand-side, stronger progressive tax on people starting over 10 million bucks and up. No tax on nonprofits. See, why no tax on nonprofits? Yeah, see, you guys are fakers, dude. You're fakers. Yeah, they're just fakers, man. I like no tax on people with less than 500K and none on Social Security. I like this CB in the Philippines, right on. This is my man Charlie. Charlie's a legend. Why you want to no tax on nonprofits, dude? Do you not know who runs the nonprofits, Todd? It's a bunch of rich scumbags, man. How can you be a commie or a socialist and say nonprofits don't pay taxes? Very disappointing. That breaks my heart. That breaks my heart, man. I bet Todd would say, don't tax Harvard's endowment. Nonprofits do it. Okay, so does businesses. Businesses do a service to society. No tax on Pablo's. So if doing a service to society is how we determine taxes, then we can certainly say some nonprofits aren't doing a service to society. They should be taxed. Yeah, CB in California has been MIA for a long time. I think he was pissed off because I did not want my vax. Trust me, dude. Progressives, I know, aren't socialists. Progressives are the true fascists. 100%. Look at the history of progressives. 100%, dude. Look at the Frankfurt School in Germany. These are not socialists. These are fascists through and through. Anyway, so what should happen is we should say, Ted, when you sent me those chocolate things, which I devoured like 5 seconds flat, theoretically that's a gift, right? So the gift, not using annual exclusions of 15,000, I can't remember, 17,000, not using your lifetime gift exemption, you would have paid the tax on that gift to me, if that makes sense. So I'm the recipient, the charity in this regard. You, being the donor, gave me this chocolate. I received the chocolate. I don't have to pay tax on it. You sent the chocolate to me. You're the donor. I'm the donee. You would pay the tax on the gift, not me as a recipient. That's the way it should be, man. We should absolutely tax the donor and not tax the recipient. That way, the charity then gets the money to do whatever they're doing with it. Now, if they generate income off that, profits, they should have to pay tax on that, just like any other business, 100%. But what we have now is they have a bunch of rich people that Todd seems to love, the rich Democrats who get Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, who are giving massive amounts of money to nonprofits. Nonprofits, they're doing good for society. 100%, John. 100%. Massive amounts of money are doing bad things to society, and they're getting massive tax write-offs. And then the nonprofits then go and have these huge salaries because they can justify as doing good for society. And the fact that a man, what's that guy's name again? Todd, he can't see that just shows you how poor these guys are in their viewpoints. It's sad. The fact he says nonprofits equal good for society. It's disgusting. You know what Nestle used to do to Gates Foundation, and there's tons, the Koch Foundation for the lefties, all these guys. Nestle, they had these nonprofit NGOs go to Africa, they're Todd Grimes, or what's his name, Grimes, something like that, Todd. At least he has his real name. Todd, they had these NGOs go to Africa to tell women not to breastfeed their children, to give them freaking manufactured stuff instead. NGOs are doing that. But Todd says they're going good for society. They're non-government entities. They're doing good for society. Oh my goodness. So they're doing good. We shouldn't tax them. Freaking evil scumbags, dude. Evil. And they should be taxed. 100%. But they're helping society. They're non-profit. They don't use the word profit, Josh. Don't you know? Because profit is evil. The funny thing about socialism, and Todd says he's not a socialist, which is worse. He's even worse. A progressive is a left-wing fascist. The scary thing about that is I guarantee you talk to a socialist and you take their property, they will find it. They will love them some property rights when it comes to their stuff. Guarantee. Yeah, 100%, Ted. And so we can say, look, man, Frank Grimes. That's what I'm thinking about. Frank Grimes. Yes. Yeah, grimy. Exactly. Frank Grimes. Dude, and I think my man Harry said in here, because this is 100%, Harvard's endowment is an untaxed asset management business. They all are. It's freaking disgusting. All right. Q Dot says, Ohio Department of Transportation roads are clear and safe. All right, cool. Good to know. The homeless industrial complex. Yep. They don't. Oh, same thing with racism. You think that NAACP wants racism resolved? Hell no. These guys thrive on racism, dude. It's crazy. Racism. So if they don't have any, they got to make it up. Like I heard my man Jason Whitlock did a video where he talked about Shannon Sharp. Apparently, some white lady in some place in Ohio thought she was being followed by some light-skinned black guy, and she had a stroller on her kid. This guy was just driving very slowly, and she was pushing her kids in the stroller. It's getting like evening dark out. And she got scared because there's a guy and she had her little kids with her. And she ran up to some house and went to the front door. And the guy said, dude, that's my house. She goes, I don't think you live here. He goes, that's my house. And then he made a big issue. He's like, this is racism. I said, dude, blacks, you guys used to be tough. What happened to you, man? The guy goes on Shannon Sharp. He's crying because he was so racist. This girl I was like, dude, what happened to you guys? There's so many friggin' black guys white men could look up to and say, man, this is how you crush. This is how you freaking put your suit of armor on as an army of God and say, not today, Satan. And blacks now is like a white lady was intimidated by you and, you got scared. Now, you're crying on the Shannon Sharp program. I was like, what happened to you guys? It's embarrassing. Dude, it's so crazy. What happened? And this is what happened when they're emasculated. 75% of blacks are born to single women. And as such, they're living in matriarchal societies. And we can't have that. We need patriarchy back. Well, you must be fascist. Again, I'll take fascism any day of the week over socialism or communism. That's for damn sure. We need patriarchal societies where men put a suit of honor on. And we sit out there. Some woman is not going to freaking intimidate me. I don't care. Cops aren't going to intimidate me. When the cops come, I'll say, yes, sir, no, sir. I'll do what they ask and I'll move on. I'm not going to cry in front of these people. What the hell is this? And Whitlock was going off on Ryan. Whitlock is a freaking journalist, dude. That guy, he was going off on Ryan Clark, the old defensive back for the Redskins, just making stuff up. His son supposedly was called the N-word by some white lady at a Taco Bell or something like that in Phoenix, Arizona. So apparently 3 Arizona State University football players asked her to get her drive-through takeout. And she said no. 1 white woman, 3 Arizona State football players. They asked her to get her drive-through. She said no. And she proceeded to call them the N-word. And Ryan Clark was so taken aback by this that he started crying on ESPN. I said, what world does 1 white lady in Arizona live in where she's going to see some big 3 strapping young black guys and start calling them N's? I was like, come on, man. What happened to you men? Oh, man. Crazy. Josh is blaming women for today's lousy society. Enjoy the He-Man with pooping at me. Oh, man. Oh, dude. Well, Warren Buffett is actually supposedly not hooking up his kids with a lot of wealth. So that's good, but they have their own wealth. Let's put it this way. I think it's funny. Black women do not want marriage. They want kids and bills paid. Sad. Yeah, bad. It is 100%. If they're getting paid to solve a problem, the problem must rain. But it happened well before Diddy. Let's just put it this way. There's a certain group of people who are controlled of a lot of industries who basically gave away a lot of money for a lot of blacks to act like Tupac Shakur. And just watch the initial Tupac Shakur video when he was auditioning for an episode of his high school play or something like that. The dude was as light in the loafers as anybody, dude. And somehow, somewhere, he became a gangster rapper. So something happened from the late 80s to the mid 90s, which made somebody sold a lot of money, gave a lot of money away to some people who wanted nothing more than fame. And as such, they became very, very maternalistic. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Dude, watch those Tupac Shakur in high school. It's funny, man. It's funny as hell. You'll get a kick out of it. And then it's funny too, because if you post anything on Twitter about that with like blacks, they get really triggered. You're like, dude, I'm not saying anything. I'm just showing you. And they're like, so what? So what if he was gay? I say, hey, I don't even say he's gay. He's just very feminine. You're like, well, you got a problem? I said, no, I got no problem with it. People do. I don't care. You can be gay all day long. It doesn't bother me. Literally, I don't care. I don't get it. That's why I think you're born like that, because there's no way a man should find another man attractive unless he was born that way. But anyway, a drama class. Yep. Warren Buffett. He did, James? There you go. Yeah. 100%, man. If you're, there you go. Put on there. So there you go. So Warren Buffett is hooking up with his kids. Yeah. And they're going to be big lefties like Mackenzie Bezos, like the chick from another one. What's the freaking Bill Gates' wife? Melinda Gates, big lefties. And my man, what's that guy's name again? Grimey's, he'd be like, we should not tax Mackenzie Bezos and Melinda Gates because they're doing good for society. Ice Cube. Remember? I don't know how he got away with being racist. You know, the Korean, he was anti-Korean, like horribly racist against Koreans. Crazy. Soros, yeah. The list goes on and on, man. On and on. And that's why Republicans need to stop this. Well, if they tax them, they're going to tax me. I'm telling you, man, maybe. But I think at the end of the day, we have countries to save. And the people who are hurting our country aren't the middle class working people. They are the uber wealthy. And as such, if they're going to continue to hurt the country, you should make them pay a little bit to help the country in some regard. Right. Must be easy giving away money you didn't earn. Exactly. 100%. Dude, what the hell's up with Bezos' wife? She's not pretty at all. Like, dude, people find her attractive? Ugh. All that stuff, man, is nuts. Yeah, I don't care. Kathy Ann. It doesn't matter to me. Kind of like, and guess who Chelsea Clinton was married? She was married to the chick from Pennsylvania, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. There's three. She had, a hyphenated last name. Who was the deciding vote on the Clinton tax cuts. Her son, a big hedge fund manager. Shocking. And I can't remember her son's name. Her name, Margie McGolis or something like that. Dude, and her husband is a scumbag, a criminal who got convicted of some kind of crime. Dude, these people are all thugs, all crimes. Like Republicans got, we got our own issues. Trust me, Denny. We got enough Denny Hatcherts on our side, and it's just as bad. The whole thing's just bad. No, Bezos' wife is freaking disgusting looking. Dude, that's yeah. Even Snoop, and I don't understand this whole thing with now. We want to pal around with Snoop Dogg. Doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, I agree. I thought Mackenzie Bezos was cute, 100%. I don't know his Doulight's freaking heinous looking. Yep. Chelsea's husband married to the son of hedge fund. Yep, it was disbarred 1%. Yeah, Mackenzie was good. She's cute. If she's the last woman on earth, I'd give her my digits. Chelsea's still a secret service. Well, she does because she has stuff up here that she needs to keep from bad people. Because everybody, look, man, this is my last thing, 100%. This is the real. So all these people, the Muslims are the true terrorists. I'm like, dude, this I hear all the time. It's just not true. I mean, are there terrorists? Sure. Are there terrorists? And there's terrorists. Well, I'm not going to deny that, 100%. But it's so far above that when we sit there and say, we got to fight the Muslims over there because, and with Israel as our ally, because if we don't, they're going to come over here. I'm like, do you not see what's happening in your own society? It's crazy. Yeah, maybe Chelsea can gain some of that with protection from Fauci. All right, my friends. So old rappers don't connect with the world youth, so they know they have to find another income source. Yeah. I think they no. I mean, Eric B. He's not pounding around. Maybe he is. I don't know. Eric B. and Rakim, the guys from EPMD, are they pounding around with Trump and Bezos and all these guys? I don't think so. Here's Marsh. Marsh, you're only an hour and 37 minutes late, so you're banned for life. But I mean, what happened was these Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, and all these guys. They took the ticket. They took the ticket to get fame and wealth, and as such, they have to do bad things to continue on. I'd say 3 months as well. Yeah, I got enough to last 3 months. Yeah, and after that, we're done. I mean, that's the thing. It's like all these guys. I'm gonna last forever. I'm off grid. I don't need. That's so stupid, dude. I'd date Mackenzie if she split off. I'd date her if she gave me $50. I'd say, hey, come on, Mackenzie, it's $50. Woman's night out. Celebrities don't relate to people, period. Even Eminem's not living. Yeah, dude. Eminem's just so freaking. That guy, he's got to be 57 flavors, 100%. Yeah. Do not put your trust in Prince the King in whom there's no salvation. Yeah, I completely agree. And that includes Trump. All right. I get out of here. God bless my friends. Appreciate y'all being here. It's fun. Where's my man, Todd Grimes? Hey, I appreciate Todd. Hey, man. Dude, but you got to do better. This is bad arguments. You got to do better. Don't. Calling people fascists doesn't bother us anymore. I know it used to. Like, oh my God, no one cares, dude. Like the Republican Party, the vast majority of us, we're like, oh no, I'm not a fascist. Let me raise taxes on small business owners to prove it to no one. It just doesn't work. Those days are gone. And thankfully, Trump, because we've been waiting for a guy like Trump. We have Buchanan, but we kicked him to the curb for some reason because many now right-wing guys who are anti-Buchanan back, as I always tell, there's a talk radio show host in Dallas who used to be in D.C., and he called Buchanan during the GOP convention, the Young Buchanan Brigade, he called them the Hitler Youth. I'll never forget the guy named Mark Davis. And I said, man, you friggin' suck. You suck. You're falling for the same old stuff that the guys like Todd Glime have been telling us for years. You called your own people the Hitler Youth for Pat Buchanan. It was embarrassing because Pat Buchanan had issues with Israel, and he had a young group of supporters who did not like free trade. They're basically John Birchers, essentially, a modern day version of the John Birchers that William Buckley got rid of because William Buckley was a CIA asset without question. This is what caused globalism. They had to get rid of the what's his name, America Firsters in World War I. they had to get rid of them. Then they had to get rid of the Birchers and the GOP in the 1950s. Then they had to get rid of the Buchananites in the 1990s. And then the Muslim terrorists allowed people to start saying, people like me who questioned Oklahoma City, we questioned Ruby Ridge, we said, this is weird. We questioned Waco. We said, this is all strange to me. Ruby Ridge, Oklahoma City, and Waco, it just seems a little bit too, there's something that doesn't fit. And then 9/11 happened, and we all got back in the team and go Bush, and then it just, as we all fell for it. Not Pulverizer probably didn't, but I know I did, and 90% of the MAGA people did, and we all fell for it. But before that, we were questioning Ruby Ridge, questioning Oklahoma City, questioning the Waco stuff. You know what I'm saying? And we're like, I'm not sure I'm ready to question if the CIA is bringing drugs into black neighborhoods, but given what happened in Ruby Ridge and Waco, I can kind of see that. Can't wait for week 2 of the big, I don't think Janet Reno is, man. I think she's dead. Anyway, and then they had to stop that. And they stopped that with, well, I'm not going to say it because then people think I'm crazy. That's fine. And as such, we went down this blunder of, Bush on all costs, and Obama was going to socialize everything. And it turns out Obama was just Bush light. He did do some, pretty damaging left wing stuff for sure. And then, they were taken back by Trump. And then, I don't know how Trump won in 2024 if he couldn't win in 2020. That still makes me kind of weird. I think still odd to me. They cooked the books against Trump in 2020, but they couldn't do it in 2024. And people say, well, we're watching harder. I was like, maybe. I don't know. It seems odd to me, but okay. Look, I'll run with it. I'll run with it, man. But yeah, I don't care about the UFO stuff, Marsh. It just doesn't. It has no interest in me. It's weird. Maybe it would, but yeah, Obama just had better marketing. 100%, dude. 100%. I mean, and he was chosen to. I mean, come on. He was 2 years a senator. He was a state senator for one term. So out of nowhere, Obama has this great speech in the DNC in 2004. It was only a state senator at that point for one term. And don't forget, Republicans elected a guy named Peter Fitzgerald in the Senate. He beat Carol Moseley Braun, if memory serves, in 1998. We had a Republican senator in Illinois when Obama gave that speech in 2004 to the DNC. It wasn't like it was all far left. Obama gives a speech that apparently everyone's like, oh, and 2 years later, he's senator. And then 2 years after that, he's the president. I just like the Vanguard money market account, man. I like the Vanguard money market account. That's it, Jerry. I find it great. 100%. Yeah, dude, Hillary is so pissed. She's like, I sold my soul to the devil. And this is all I get. The devil lies. Don't buy the devil's ticket because he lies. He's a lying piece of crap. Don't buy the devil selling because he will lie to you. All right. Yeah, 100%. That was, yeah. All right, I'm going to get out of here, my friends. God bless. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks again. Adios.